Oh, good. I thought it exited me out. This is one of those things where if you don't get on in the seconds before it starts, the whole thing like shuts down on you. So I was a little worried that we weren't going to get together today. It wasn't going to work, but it is. It's working. Yay. Meant to be in the nick of time. I just got off another call with somebody else I've been helping. There's so many exciting things that I have to share with you. And the biggest thing that I can do for you is give you a roadmap, but your job is to take action. Actually was working with a mom yesterday on a call, and she said she prayed and prayed for answers, give me answers, and the answers came, and I said, what were they? And she said, to take action. And she said, I knew I needed to take action. And then the key after that is, how do I take action? Where do I take action? What do I do? Because not usually that you have not been haven't been committed or taking action. It's just probably that you have not had the right roadmap, the right resources. Maybe you saw practitioners that were giving you different things to do and too many things to do at once, like a whole handful of supplements you gave them to your child and they had a big reaction, and it was a big problem. They didn't get better, they got worse. Or you've been maybe working with a functional medical doctor or somebody for years, and you've been spending a lot of time and a lot of money and therapies and all these things, and not really getting the resources and the answers that you needed. And mainly, you haven't been getting the results that you needed. And that is the most important thing, are the results. So I have parents that I have worked with that have come into my membership program, that the enrollment has just been opened up and is opened for a very limited time. In fact, we have very little time left. So please go to the page of naturallyrecoveringautism.com/go. It's right here on the screen with me. And on that page, you can find out everything the membership offers you. Yes, you get to contact me. We in the forum that we have in the privacy protected membership site. You can ask me your questions 24/7 as they come up. I get back to you within 24 hours. We have a live monthly call. We have a direct roadmap for the sequence of every specific, well researched, top, highest quality supplement that is the best for our kids with autism and for their needs when they need them. There's a specific sequential step-by-step roadmap that you follow those in. And I don't want you to feel like you have to buy a whole bunch of supplements up front. You are just using what you need when you need it. And I'm telling you and teaching you how to use it, which is very, very important. A lot of people don't know how to use a supplement properly. First of all, it could not be a good supplement too, because there's a lot of really bad ones on the market. And you could just be, using a poor supplement that could even possibly be doing more harm. You could be using it improperly, so it's not actually working the right way. You could be using the wrong dosages. There's a lot to know, and I don't want you out there trying to figure it out for yourself. And I take my 38 years of background doing craniosacral therapy, studying the brain, massage and body work, lymphatic work for helping detoxification, diet and nutrition knowledge. And that's a lot of that is before my own son was diagnosed with autism 19 years ago. And I was told to drug him and try behavioral therapies, and good luck. There was nothing we could do for him. But I had to figure it out for myself. I thought, I don't want to drug him. I don't want to just try behavioral therapies and think, okay, well, maybe that'll work, because they weren't working for him. And it was very expensive and it was damaging to his self-esteem. And I finally pulled him out of those, did everything that I will teach you in this program, and he never needed to go back to therapies because his brain was no longer inflamed from the toxins and the infections that were preventing him from not only thinking clearly, but being calm and happy and social, and really being him and being able to think clearly because he's so brilliant. And this is what I want for you, to help your child shine, to help them be their best self. And some are worried that their children may never be independent someday, and this is the opportunity to find out if they can be, because it's very likely. I wasn't sure about my own son one day, when he was younger. And now today he's a college graduate with a bachelor's degree. He lived thousands of miles away from me when he was at college. He lives 2 hours away from me now with one of his closest buddies that he rents a room from his buddy who bought a house. The two of them live together. He's happy. He's got a full-time, great job, fully independent financially and everything else. And his symptoms are gone. And every child's level of recovery is different. But what I can tell you is that there is always, always the ability for your child to improve. It does not matter how old they are or what level of severity they are in autism. I have one mom whose child was diagnosed as very severe, and she was told their child would never speak. And she thought, oh my gosh, that one thing for me, I mean, that's just a horrible thing for anybody to tell somebody else. And nobody knows that. Nobody can tell you that. I don't care if they're the top Harvard researcher, whatever. Nobody knows what your child's ultimate abilities can be until everything is done correctly and thoroughly. And most programs out there are not done correctly, and they're definitely not done thoroughly. In my membership program, we do everything from A to Z, step by step, in the right sequential order, so it's done safely. Everything we use is natural and safe, drug-free. There are no negative side effects or weird things to show up, or dangers like pharmaceutical drugs. And this is where it can get you. Once you've done everything from A to Z, then you know who your child really is. And if they happen to still need any assistance with a therapy or not, or this woman who I just mentioned a moment ago, she said her child was diagnosed, again, as very severe. We're told they would never speak. When she found my program, she started it, and she wrote a testimonial for us later, and it said, my child now is speaking endlessly, and he's so happy and calm. And I shared this in the 3-day live event that I just did, which, by the way, if you also happen to miss any of it, I walk you through my 4-stage process, what we do and how I do it. So in days 1 and 2, I'm walking through the 4 stages. Day 3, I'm walking through the summarizing all of it and how all the 4 stages work together. And then I go over how the membership program supports you and what it gives you. If you can find the replay of the 3-day event and all of the information written out about what the membership program offers you and the price options for you, because it can come out to your investment. And again, it is an investment of being less than a cup of coffee a day, about roughly $3 a day. I mean, it is affordable. And that is my goal, is to save you the time and the money. I've done the research for you. I take 38 years and I give it to you in a step-by-step roadmap with a lot of educational pieces for you to have the knowledge at home of how to clean your home up in home environment protection, you've got to make sure there's no mold. You're not using cleaning agents that could be toxic, or laundry detergents that can be toxic, or chemicals in and around your home, and pesticides. So you learn all about that. There's sensory and stress reduction pages, a page for that. Would that be handy? There's just so much value in it for you to learn from. And again, I take all of my years and share it with you. And I do it in a way that is affordable, because I know that you have spent a lot of money already, probably. It is very common. I spent when I added it all up, the 10 years it took me to figure this all out, and it won't take you that long, because I lay it out for you in a roadmap that I didn't have. I had to figure it out. Like, you may be still trying to do, and maybe you've been on the journey for over 10 years already. And I lay it out in a roadmap for you. And it took me about $150,000 over that decade of trial and error, and research, the thousands of hours of research I've put into it, my background being craniosacral therapy, studying the brain and knowing a lot about the brain and brain health and what affects the brain and how to calm down the inflammation, how the gut affects the brain, how the toxins we're exposed to affect the brain, and how co-infections that I talk about also in there, my stage 3. So in day 2 of the event, you can learn about those, how they're usually missed or worked with improperly. So there's so much value to share with you, and I keep it in a simple step-by-step process in a very, very affordable way for you to get the absolute best for your results for your child, so that you can learn what level of speech and language they can have, their social ability, so they can have friends again, their ability to stay calm and be happy rather than having aggressive tantrums. I know that it can be anger and aggression, and you can have kids be calm and happy again. And this is what we want for our kids: the greatest level of independence, the greatest results, and ultimately for them to be happy as they can be, and healthy. And while we're working with their health and getting them healthier, which I hope the whole family does together, then once we're getting them healthier, they become naturally happier because they're back to who they are. One of the testimonials I shared in the event too was a mom saying, "My son's happy and laughing again for the first time in such a long time. I can't even remember when he did that last." This is, that's just sad. We don't want to see kids being sad and angry and aggressive and lonely. We want to see them being happy and healthy and, connecting with others, connecting with us, as parents. Some of us watched our children sort of their focus just be lost, and they lose interest in other people. Well, we can regain these things. It's not something where you think, well, this is how it's going to be. No, no, there are answers, and I have them. And the best way, absolutely bar none, that I can help you to get the best results in the least amount of time and with the least amount of expense is in the Naturally Recovering Autism membership program. And as I mentioned, enrollment is open right now for a very, very limited time. So please go now to naturallyrecoveringautism.com/go. The link is right here on the page with the video here. And you can learn again all about what the membership program offers you, what the investment options are for what you want to pay an annual payment or monthly payments. And again, it's just about comes out to about little over like $3.33 a day or something like that. It comes out to about the price of a cup of coffee a day. So it's completely affordable. And think of all that you've been spending on supplements you didn't know how to use, practitioners appointments, therapy appointments, and those thousands add up. And I know how hard that can be on the family. I lived it myself, and it can be very straining. And I get it, and I'm here to help you. And I want to again save you the time, the money, and really ultimately get those best results for your kids in the safest, most natural way possible, and with my support along the way. I have lived it, and we also have a fantastic community of loving, caring parents who are taking action right now successfully. And this is what you need to do to get those results. Join the program, take that action. You'll have an email from me within 5 minutes with your login details to the privacy protected membership site. And once you're in the membership site, we have video tutorials about how to how to use the site and what to do, and then the step-by-step guide where the first supplements are to start that. And then basically that's it. You can get going immediately. If you have any further questions that we haven't answered, or any questions about anything in that arena for admin, we have our email to reach us is support@naturallyrecoveringautism.com. And again, the link to join right now is naturallyrecoveringautism.com/go. So go take action, go to that page, join the membership, get into the membership today, and start taking action now. I always say that that clock is ticking. Our kids are getting older every minute. And I think of the 10 years it took me to get my son better and how he could have been better so many years prior. I also share the video in day 3 of the event that's still there for you. And another mom, her name was Karen, and her son was 27 years old when she found my program. Her son had been diagnosed at age 2. She said, "We fought for so long and tried so many things." And at age 27, her son was still speaking only 2 words. And she said, basically, that's nonverbal. And she started the program, and within months, he started talking and reading books with her at age 27. So I tell you, it is never too late, and let's not waste any more time. Go save yourself the time, get going, get the support you need. Join the program today. Again, the enrollment is only open for a very, very limited time. So don't delay. Go now. Now is the right time, is the best time. The best time to take action is right now. So go to naturallyrecoveringautism.com/go and join the program now. And I look forward to helping support you on the journey and guiding you and helping you get the very best results for your child and hearing what those results are along the way, because I that is why I do it. And when people share over and over their testimonials, it's just all worth it to me that I'm here for you and giving you what you need. So I hope that this has been helpful for you. Again, don't delay. You want to take action right now. Go to naturallyrecoveringautism.com/go, join the program, and I will see you on the inside. Take care.